Hi everybody, you found what's my next program. Your name is Awesome in Gaming. We bring you everything that is awesome in gaming. I always run all that together for my intro. We are playing Serpent Isle, the full version. We are hunting the Goblin King. Thou shouldst avoid trouble while you're here. The fawn guardsman, thou wouldst do all to stay out of mischief while visiting our city. My goodness, what happened? They're outside of the gates there. Looking for the Goblin King. How far along did I get? North of the Goblin Camp. Looking for the Goblin King. I think we're in the Goblin Caves, but let me see. I love filtering. Is this like giving you flashbacks when you used to have to filter through your save games? That is not it. 1, 2, 3, not it. In the caves. I want to load. Here we are. That wasn't all that bad, now was it? So, there was a literal goblin who was using some sort of magic charm to live amongst the people of Monitor. So, oh, look at this. We've got loot. I love loot. Too heavy. That is so common. You max out on inventory so fast. So you're the avatar. You're a spiritual leader for a place called Britannia, which is a pretty kickin' job. You work your 9 to 5, and then every once in a while you get this rando but magical phone call from... Sometimes it's an evil source. Sometimes it's, you know, just Joe Schmo. Your friend there, Lord British, who stayed behind to be king after your first time warp. Space-time warp, to be fair. And you have an adventure. So this time you're outside of Britannia. And nobody wants to know you. Nobody cares. It's really an interesting juxtaposition where you don't know right from wrong, sort of. Basically, you're a neutral party. They kind of don't want you around. So it doesn't really matter what you do. And since you're not a spiritual leader and you're not familiar with the cultures, there's not a unified currency. You have 3 different cities who all disagree with each other, but they live in relative unity. Oh, nice. Look at the loot here. We love potions. There's this great system of magic in this game. Should really probably light a torch, but... I know, friend, you know that, you know, if you're on an adventure, you might be adventuring in the dark. So there's this great system of magic here, where red cures you, yellow heals you, and I think blue gives you protection. We're trying to loot as much as we can. I'm still building up my my bank. By the end, you'll have like $1 million, and you can port a character, so you can actually start out this adventure just with that much. I can't eat. I'm already full. That's unfortunate. That's how I clear out space real fast. I'll eventually go through and do some housekeeping so that I have like one couch that does one thing and so on. But it doesn't look like he has one. So I'll just put it in with the rest of my healing supplies here. Except for the fact that it's too heavy. All kinds are wrong for you. We'll ditch this. I don't really need to be running around crafting things. Everybody has swords. I need my bedroll. I will die without my bedroll. Okay, possibly in the rail. So we'll put that in there, and then this is all my healing supplies. So each town has a different currency. And they're being plagued by really weird magic. That's the whole area. So Britannia had an invasion from the Guardian who hacked your computer and speaks to you, and then opens a portal in your backyard. Obviously, you go charging through because you know that he's threatening Britannia, and you're kind of a hero, though. You're kind of a big deal there. You win, you know, beyond question. But you, his spiritual leader, the priest Balin, gets away, along with his companions, and you find out that Iolo's wife has traveled here as well. So you head off to the Serpent Isles where you've never been before and you're nobody. Different world, but same universe. You have to go through these, etc. Alright, so we are trying to find our way. We can just ignore them. We killed them and it didn't help us any. proud. We're out there. All that we're looking for is the Goblin King. That's all that we want in this world. Obviously, they gave us one of these, so I'm about to get poisoned. That happens a lot, where they'll provide you with a potion because you are about to be in danger. It only got one of us and it took out the field, so I'm for it. Took us forever to find the Goblin Caves. I had to actually look at a tutorial. So we're looking for Iolo's wife. This is our friend Iolo. He is awesome. He's like 200 or something now. Something ridiculous, and still adventuring. I mean, when I'm 200, obviously I'm still going to be adventuring. This is so happening. I also love that his name is Iolo, especially since the YOLO craze. I really feel like as a bard, he has that down, where he only lives once, and, you know, he likes you whippersnappers, but don't test him. He has his own agenda. I feel it. He's the only one who really got married. Shimino had a girlfriend for the longest time. There's all sorts of tributes to you in your hometown, and that's not, you know, you don't have that sort of homage anymore. So that's a lot of fun that they ditched that and they went in a different direction. It was getting old, you know? It was just getting to be kind of a lot. Fruitcake. Obviously we're taking that. Who doesn't need pound cake in their life? I don't think that anyone wants a rack of ribs or anything. Kind of eat as I go, because you do carry food. You can starve to death. There are accounts on the forums and so on. Somebody people just crying because they left their window open, and time passes in real life. So you have a day and night cycle here, which isn't showing in the caves, so I figure I'll mention it. You have a day and night cycle here. Oh, fudge you. Fudge you too. I had a bad feeling about that. I thought this is where I died before. We're just going to run all the way to the end and see if this is where the Goblin King is. Because if it is, I need to know. It says need to know, and we do. We have all of our keys buried in our healing stuff. Why? So we've accepted a couple of missions already, obviously. I'm sure you can tell. One of which is finding one of the citizens' monitor's daughter. She's gone missing. It's unfortunate, but, you know, facts of life being what they are. I need to move some of the larger stuff out of the way. One of the cooler things that is happening is the teleportation storms. So, in addition to having to deal with all this monetary BS, etc., there are these storms that are plaguing the land that would actually need an avatar. Okay, so that might be it. So we do go down through there. We don't open the chest. We go around. And then we continue onward and we have a door. We did loot the keys off of our... I don't want to call him a friend because he's not. Got these bats, which are annoying, and I hope they die. We're going to run right into the circle and see if we can take the bats out. Now we need to be careful where we run. Don't want to set off the poison gas. You don't have to fight, you do always have the option of running. There are a lot of traps in here, surprising amount. Doesn't look like these guys have anything worth noting. Some odd weapons. The gargoyles brought in really weird things in Ultima. I think it was 5. They carried boomerangs. They had different... No. We are not getting poisoned for your entertainment. That's not what we do here. We're wise. Savvy adventurers, even. You can save as you go, if you're that sort of player. DOSBox games tend to be very unforgiving. They were the original where you purchased them hard copy, and that's a pretty rare thing. So in a simpler game, the key would be right here, but it's not. Because the key is on Iolo, or not Iolo, Dupre. So our regulars recognize them. We all know Iolo, Dupre, and Shimino. They've traveled with us everywhere. Dupre is hilarious. He's a drunk. So you have to pay off his bar tab when you first find him in part 1. Because he's been visiting all the establishments of Britannia. So they have this very nice TTRPG. This is the best of homebrew. This was an original TTRPG like Dragonlance, where it was so popular that they took their characters and they brought them into the computer gaming world realm. Let this not be a door that I can open. I do want to use all the keys, because they were on him. Some of them were for his inn. I obviously have lockpicks, because I'm an experienced adventurer. What does this say? I have an explosive chest. I don't know if it'll blow up if I move it. Strange that actually is really strange that didn't work. Yes, we're going to try and break in here. Look at this loot. I mean, sometimes we do it for the loot in tabletop. It's a thing. It's a thing like real. Alright, it doesn't blow up, so I'm going to move it. Like I said, TTRPG, homebrew. They have a lot of those elements, and they really let you work with them, so it's awesome. One of us is going to have to go down for real here. So it's going to be interesting. I'm going to keep a looser formation and just see if we can blow the door. Alright. Hold your breath. And the door stayed, darn it. So I don't have a key for that. I might be able to scrounge it up though, so that's cool. What? We exit here? What is going on? There's a cave entrance? This is insanity. Is this a different part of the Serpent Isle? There's a whole mythos here that you're eventually going to have to follow and you like know it. Do you have a key? You do not. You're eventually going to have to go through the mythos. It couldn't be more obvious. Where there's two serpents, one of order and one of chaos. And they're out of balance for some reason. These teleportation storms are switching locations. What? It's strange that that did not work if it's bad mojo. Pretty rare. I guess I could have broken all the picks and have a key work, but I'm not feeling that. That looked like it would open with lockpicks. Let me scout around, because I might not need to be here at all. It's odd that we don't have the key for this. You kind of always hit them open. Sometimes you destroy objects inside of them. Like I said, best of homebrew. If you wondered what homebrew is, this is it. Oh, magical bow. Can have him holster that, but I like that he has a shield. That's our archer. I mean, he's fairly incredible. I think that we'll do this instead. Shimino doesn't necessarily need a sling, and he can definitely go. So we'll move that in there. I'm out of lockpicks, though, and that's unfortunate. I do need to see a little bit of what's going on here. Ooh, there's another cave entrance. Maybe we needed to do that. Mushrooms, that's a little bit disturbing. I get it. Not really. So there's magical mushrooms. That's always interesting. Come along for the ride here. There's another... Oh, God, that's a human. Okay. We're going to be calm about this happening. The goblin tipped us off that the Goblin King is in these caves. And then he did something interesting. He made us swear that we would kill him, and in return he would give us the keys to do so. Now supposedly that's what we're carrying. Another cave, interesting. So this entire place is riddled with them. But not much is going on aside from the fact that we're finding, you know, obviously equip up. That's something we wanted to do. We might just hit this open because it pretty obviously, not only is it not trapped, you're not going to do that for me, huh? Are you kidding me? What are we stepping on that I'm hurting myself? Is there another lock chest? And I can't hit it open, that's very strange. Well, again, I have lockpicks. We might as well try them. Oh, kaboom! sword of some sort. Well, let's see if we can get back into the caves at a different entrance. They did warn us that this was a little bit of a maze. Obviously it leads to the goblin encampment. And I'm wondering if that's where the king is. Do I pay attention to directions? Not at all. Talking about, like, not even a chance that I listened to what they were telling me during this literal entire walkthrough. Blagger done! Ooh, there's a woman. That's a good sign. I mean, that's terrible, but they are eating humans. Yes! So brave, warrior! You've come to kill the Goblin King. Ha! We speak first. Look at us go! I try to keep it from running past 15 minutes, but they had mentioned this item, the Helm of Monitor, and it's the key to letting us in to explore these two serpents. So Simon told me I had it. It's mine and I will keep it. Dost thou know Simon's secret? Doth all the Monitor know? I'm gonna go with yes. Then Simon is dead. He was a good spy. Did you eat him? No. Simon would not taste very good anyways. I will kill thee now. Simon had a special wish, friend. What on earth are we doing? We've got like 4 of them on Shimino. This is gonna take a couple tries. I wonder what they'll drop me. So I did find the Goblin King. They try to avoid permadeath, but what they do is punish you. So in this particular case, I have to rerun the Goblin Caves. I can't bust open that door with gunpowder. What is the point of those keys if I can't use them? I know that I have Simon's keys. Why would they not open that? That's just silly. So I'm going to run into the Goblin King by exiting the caves and heading towards the main encampment. So the caves are all well and good. Obviously they have a ton of money in there, but I can't get in. The lockpick didn't work. Picking the locks didn't work. I don't know if I should run or... Like, what would save more hit points, you know? You can always rest up if you can find a safe area. Our TTRPG solution of using the exploding chest didn't work, which is unfortunate. I could probably take him. I'm just going to keep going because it doesn't penalize me the way it did when we were a spiritual leader. Nobody's looking to us for, you know, any sort of guidance at all. Alright, we are going to take this guy out because we're going to go straight for the camp and see if we can kill the Goblin King. Let me take a look at my hit points real fast because it doesn't cost us anything to, I'm doing pretty good. Shimino, you went down, sweetheart. What happened? Is it the arrows? We'll try without them. I don't want my crew to go running off, so I'm going to put them back on the dove. But we have a lot of long-range weaponry here. It's not like we can't get this done. 2 arms! They have the greatest battle cry in this. They tried to go old school, like old world. Friend, it's Goblin. Kill it. For real. Jorgath! So obviously that's some sort of very high-octane battle cry. We have women with shovels. This is horrible. I feel like a bad person doing this. That's an interesting side effect, where they do sometimes make you feel kind of bad about yourself. Oh, there's all sorts of humans. Oh, there's a person in there? He doesn't appear to be fighting, so... Once you hear the clarion call there, you are done fighting. But not according to Shimino and Dupre, who run past me and immediately continue the battle. These guys and their man issues. I wish the women would stop attacking me. It doesn't have to be like this. So there's a whole huge, basically civilization research that we can go through, which is interesting. Burrad Hafta. Vultures will pick thy bones. that takes us back outside the encampment, where obviously these guys want to go. Why would we do anything besides that? Bojack Grok. Now, the goblin leader speaks Britannia. At least I assume that's what we speak. He is way down here. If I recall correctly, we entered from the south. So. Jorgath, the Blurg, Don Piku. Link in the description below if you do ever want to play along. Also down there is Gamer Grind, Gamer Coffee shipped to your door. You can put your logo on merch for like nothing bucks. Or you can support the Pirate Queen. We have our logo on merch and it looks amazing. So you can support that. You want to slap that on everything, obviously. I think we're at the main cook bar. That's where we found the Goblin King. So I'm going to keep exploring here. There's a lot of loot, and I just really need the sun to be up for this. And it just set, like I said, day and night cycle, and you do kind of lose track of time as you go through. I should really see if my companions are still alive. We'll smite thee a second time. Oh, they are. Oh my gosh, are they all still alive? I think I might need to save here. Get to the Kraken. I did kill the Kraken to no avail. Goblin King. Goblin King. Alrighty. So we'll see if we can take him out real fast. Slightly longer than normal. Also down there is coffee. KO5, buy this chick a coffee, $1, make me smell. We did sign up for Patreon. So if you're interested in a more, Twitch-style subscription where you know that you're going to be watching frequently, or if we found you something amazing and you just want to give us a big thank you. Oops, I didn't mean to move that turkey. Then you can absolutely do that. Let's see if we can just go to sleep here. Let's see what happens. Can we stop them from regenerating is the big thing. I don't want these goblins to come back, so I'm going to guard the area. Now we have daylight on our side, so we can loot the place. We have the well. I didn't find the Goblin King this time, and that's very disturbing to me. Oh, we're throwing up. Okay. Those look like Knight's Monitor. I really feel like I should check them. Yeah, that's a sword of defense. Obviously, we're going to use this. Which is I would love for Ilo to be running around as the Grim Reaper. He should have some boss weaponry. So yeah, you can just flip us $5 a month if you want to do a subscription style. That's a lot of fun. Definitely hit subscribe. That's really great. If you hit subscribe and the bell and you've been following the series, if you love Britannia and you want nothing more than to go back there, obviously we understand you. We're here for you. You can do all sorts of things with this world. Like, if I want to use the bucket on the well, I get water. In turn, if I put flour onto the earth here, don't pour flour on that. Oh, if I put flour onto the table and I add water to it, you, in the original, can actually do this to make money off the drop, because money is most important. You don't have Flari and Monetary and all that. You instead have, where is my water? What is this? A drum. Why am I carrying around a drum? Where did my bucket of water go? It can't have gone to somebody else. I mean, I suppose it could have. You're introduced to the concept of working for a living. So you can actually do that, where you make bread for the baker by taking the bucket of water, which I can't flip and find. I was about to show you how you literally make bread. And you put the water onto the flour and it makes a dough roll, and you put that onto the baking earth. But I can't seem to find my bucket of water, which is unfortunate. Why am I not carrying my weapons? What is going on in this crazy, crazy world? They just threw their weapons on the ground. Kept going, kept fighting. You can get drunk. You can walk around drunk. I'm carrying a lot of really esoteric stuff here. Simply because the teleportation storm switched over our stuff, and there's mysteries in every single one of them. So if you find the mystery, you can swap the object for a piece of your equipment, which is really awesome. So we won the battle, and I didn't confront the Goblin King, and I apparently have to go back through and do it again. interesting problems with interesting solutions. So we're for it. We did keep them from, revivifying directly near us. You can weave plot to those sorts of things. So we'll go find the goblin encampment because we are way over time here. We love you guys. We're always on threads. Definitely smash. There he is! Smash subscribe. Bell. He has a magic hammer. That was one of the best weapons in the original because you could throw it and it immediately returns to you. Whereas, as you can see, most of the spears and so on. Helma Monitor, Simon. I guess I'm better know knows the secret. Soon eat him. Get him! Oh wow, he does a call to arms and get dropped. Love you guys. We love you on Friday. And we'll see you in the next video where we will take out the goblin. Now we know where he is. We just want to see what happens afterwards.